So Saint Martin of Tours say that no Gregory of Tours, historian, chronicler, everything, episcope. But they say today is just a legend. So right, then Saint Gregory was also a legend, or there was probably was, you know. Right that Saint Martin was a son of Florus Home King. You can find it somewhere in English. Oh, the Florus, I must put Florus, Florus. Could be when downloaded, man, was some 17th century book. Fucking hell, man. Search it somewhere, but I don't fucking know where. We're going down there. Here, maybe. Where the fuck is it? No, not find anything. There must be the book here. I have to go up. Here. Not translated, but they say, you know, all their boeken. I don't know, it must be 19th century. Mere čute Saxonen had 3 sons, Trimble of Hungary, Saint Martin was son of Florus. The 7 sleepers were sons of, you know, 7 sleepers. Interesting. Here also you can find it if you put like just enters here. But they say today's legend. Alright, the whole French history is legend. That something positive about Hungarians, legend, alright. Here writes the Florus, you can read if you translate. Came in my head, you know, because they put Gregory, but close and man. Look, and here I search it on the internet, it also says 1995. You can see here I search the idea, but not came out 95 was most books in the 19th century. I made a calculator, you know, 7 sleepers. The fucking hell goes where? 7 dormientum. So, you know, 7 sleepers waren once sleepers. Almost first Hungarian. There came with 7 chieftains. First Christian, King of Hungary is Stephen. Stephen is the Stephen, säger Shopte, Sette, or September, as you can see here in Latin. The Holy 7 sleepers, September, you know. He goes fucking 7. Look, and the Huns also came with not just the Hungars. Huns also came with 7 chief things, you know. So now look at the Chrono. The date of We don't know who is Florus king, who is which time is lived, is not given date. If you go in the source, you can also not see really. But it was probably could be connected, but this is not translated in totally. If they just mention, but they mention at least like this more and giving. Because look, so Gregory dies here, they say. Interesting for dividing 3. No, wait a minute. For you divide in 3, this gives the Easter, so Jesus resurrects or whatever. But here, and also 7, the dates are not fixed, but so they just put like this for you on Wikipedia or even all their books. Probably is not fixed also for this. So Avars, huns also, Vited, Vaje, Byzantines in Pannonia, and the 7 sons of their leader, Khan Bayan, dies in Bubonic Plague. Here. Where the fuck is it now, man? And so they have some, they put some Avar wars here. Ingen is background of them. Here they also say conquered here. Probably if you dig in the source, it is a mess, so whatever. So here again, which they put around here between this, so here when Gregory of Tours dies. But again, here the pause, the Dalmatia, probably whatever. But with 2 years pause, they categorize it like this. Again is for here. Here Avars are beaten in Pannonia, they put 99 or whatever is close, by Byzantines. But look, it's 7. Where is 7? So let's say this was also not 97 or whatever, Gregory of Tours dies, which came down. Yeah. And Stephen King, whose name is 7, popped in Romania 7, set in Italian, septem in septem is some suffix not septem, probably, Fucking Latin, So first Hungarians said they came from with the pagans, came with 7 chieftains, but the first fucking Christian king is also called 7, Or there was who founded the state in Hungarian Állam, Or there was state means set, that was interesting, similar, right? Came with Stefan the founder, but also with almost they came from steppe. Well, why again, Állam Hungarian state, so almost founded the state. And Stefan brought them all from steppe to where, Pan, Stefan, Pannonia, but not Hungarian Sant. Which we again has 7 fucking globes, planets or whatever. But came with Stefan also, because sette, state, in English and Romanian stat. State means 7 automatically. Like the sun and the 7 planets, and that's the state also. Alright, but I just wanted Chrono between 7 things. 7 in quotes, how to say, some sevens. I don't know. Look. Gregory of Tours dies, who talks about 7 sleepers and says that Saint Martin was Hune, son of Florus Hun king. Here, where is it in English? Tribune of Huns, but here, king of the Huns, whatever. Goes to fucking number when Huns coming in Hungarian Chronicles. No, not in this year, but in this. Whatever, 1 year, or whatever. One Chronicles, Stephanie said, all Chronicles said he was born here. The only one Chronicles puts here. So I take the middle number, you know. So Stefan, 7 named Hungarian guy who became the first Christian king, has 7 named. Who's coming with 7 chieftains? Once again, who say Hungary. Here does the guy who say that the Slaven sleepers, yeah, the Slaven sleepers are, how you say it? What the fuck is it, man? Triumph Hunse, Trisans Florus. Florus was a father, Florus son also. It's some Saxon tutor, what says? Daughter of Chuf the Saxon. Richie disse, sons of Briseis. Trisans Florus tribune of Huns, Hegrim and Amanar. Saint Martin was the son of Florus. And the 7 sleepers, were the sons of Hegrim, you know. 7 sleepers are again Huns. And Saxons, or what to say. But only in Europe, only 7 chieftains story has the Hungarians. Again, I heard about some 7 Slavic tribes who made the alliance with Bulgarians. Interesting, the Bulgarian story probably the same with Hungary, you know. The 7s made alliance with themselves. So, 7 Hunnish cousins placed them in a cave. Look, there was some story, I don't know. You know. So 7 named first Christian king of Hungary born here, the 7 who's coming in Pannonia. Here dies that guy Gregory of Tours. All their books are booked at 75 or whatever. Say this, about 7 sleepers, Saint Martin was Hungarian. Or Hun King son, how to say. Seems 7 sleepers also some kind of, you know. But in this year, again, where I find it, I put some expression newly in fucking Google and barely enters, man. Put the Maurice Balkan campaigns and I should search 2 fucking minutes, man. Look, not exactly there, but you know, these things, don't you imagine that these are fixed exactly like they put. Can be even maybe 10 years differences, but probably around this here can be calibrated, how to say. I went again through that. You know, and in this year again happened something to Huns, which is, let's say, historical, because they say that Slaven sleepers and Saint Martin of Tours is fable, is fairy tale, is legend, etc. But this is it's a real event. But again, some Huns, interesting, are defeated. Here Huns coming. Here, let's say the first Christian king of Huns, Hungars were say the same. Is born here, 7 Huns coming. Huns, Avar Huns also were said Huns. Who later were said Hungars or Huns or Avars or whatever. Defeated in Pannonia. You know. But why 7 sons? What is it? Probably you should enter again more deeper in chronology, even linguistics. All these Latin languages are fake, so you should read in other languages. So it would be a huge job to do them, but more people should. You know? So we have 7 Hun leaders, Hungars, 7 dead sons of. Why exactly 7? You know, it's memento aliens, you know. History we never had. So this is one connection. Other, what was it? I guess it was just this. What the fuck I searching? Where is that? Oh yeah, so almost the first Hungarian. They put on Wiki 800 fucking piece of other one, man. I don't find it. They put like Hungary up, they put that 19 and the English at 20. Can be taken out 20, 70, and 80. He was born. So this is the first Pagan ruler. This guy, where I put it. Fucking hell. This. So this born, let's say here. Gregory dies, and who later becomes the leader of 7 chieftains. Goes to this number, which is interesting, the Parthian era ends, in Mesopotamia. Who were also said Scythians, just, Further almost goes against the huns. So I don't know. Het waarom is interesting this action is here. Said existed in Pannonia from this date, or 72. Said if I take from here now, Parthian Empire ended in Mesopotamia, but Parthians were Scythians also. Minus this, so like going like this. In 1 year, let's say jumps, but in this way goes to Huns again, exactly, So 1 year probably, but these are also not fixed, and probably Gregory's, as you can see, they put like died here. If you search their books, all their books, where the fuck is, wait, man. Look, for example, 870, we already put it on 5, So I don't know, maybe I can cheat also 1 day, 1 year too. Even he was called father of Frankish history somewhere is written, I saw. So one of the biggest Frankish historians of that time says that fucking Saint Martin was son of Florus, some king, But they say it's legend. Alright, the Gregory Tours is legend, and let's make it bigger. Even Frankish histories, French or even with Napoleon, so I can say like that also, right? It's fucking fake. Because they always, everything is positive about Hungarians, they always put on the question mark. What they say is lies, fable, fairy tale, but, Yeah. What extended 3 years, 600? What says that? About surname, okay. We call it father of French history. Surname, that's how they write it to sell it there. Made like F, but not, even it looks like they put it horizontal line also. Surname, the father of French history, died in 95. And I observed that when the chronicler name has to do something with his chronicler when it talks about Huns or Hungarians. For example, Roger Hovedene says that Stefan, king of Hungary, was king of Hundorum. Hund, like dog in German, Dogorum, even like this. Or Rugorum. Rugorum and Hundorum, you can find in Hovedene and Roger. Zosimus says that Huns are orta royal Scythians, orta Red Nose said Siginas, Herodotus mentions in Pannonia, there was Herodotus that said that Siginai were Red Nose, but their horses were flat nose. Whatever, it messing with everything. But flat nose in Latin is Simo. So Zosimos, Crazy. Arian in Anubis says that is a sentence. It was one version translated like Darius or Arius, so Arius Arian, that's the chronicler name. And some editions it translated like Darius Kureku Hunnos. So again Huns. Huns and corrected to, but other editions Arius Arius. All this that never existed, this chroniclers, Anyway. I just want to show that if I find the 60 96 here. Here already they put 36. No, the next one. Whatever, it's close, not Matthäus. Here, party on Empire ended. Ours lasted from here to here this year. So they're using the same numbers, differences in other places. Even Jason has videos like this, but not goes like this that supposed that they are duplicates invented stories. He said they are just secrets. But he says that we believe history is artificial construct. So finally, he also says like on the Fomenko, but a little bit different, I don't know. Whatever, But the guy Almoshe came later with 7 chieftains, born here. Take out this, goes to Gregory, died 1 year off. There was, or for example, how the dates can be others. Also in Gregory of Tours Chronicle, I saw event a source, says that Clovis, that first unifier of Frankish tribes, Merovingia, died after this years after Saint Martin. Saint Martin is fully his chronicle. It was important. That's why it was said that out Hungary. Clovis died years after Saint Martin. And Saint Martin today is put on the wiki. What the fucking fuck, man? Is Martin of Tours. Put that like this. The Clovis is put that to is put that to this. And there exists also chronicle which puts exactly when I saw event the Monday. But in Gregory of Tours chronicle he says that the Clovis died after this years after Saint Martin. So if you take the Wikipedia's date for Saint Martin and you add what the Gregory of Tours says that Clovis died after this years, comes out this, so not again 2 years jumping, And I saw this, so he says like this, so that's what I'm saying. Not even these dates or when he died, this is not exact. Maybe not even this, of course, right? So even this came, as you see in all their books, they put it already in 5. I would be not surprised that. That's why I searched, but I cannot find now. So if he died in 96, because with 96 came out more fit or more exact, Almost the first Hungarian with leader of 7 chieftains, or he was the 7th, I don't know. But there was a span of Avars in Pannonia, and it is Gregory of Tours also lived in the time of Avars. Avars here, Avars, It goes here. After it goes exactly to who's coming in Pannonia, that in Hungarian Chronicles. This is one connection. Other was with Stefan. 2 years, 67, 69. Means taken 7 whose number, 7 named king, 7 sons of Khan, Bayan, plus minus 2 years, I don't know. You can see Maurice campaign, or where the fuck is it there? Die. Why 7 again? These are codes, man. History is about something else. And you take again and you are at homes again. Otherwise, if you put together these 2 times, goes when 3 years later, Attila in France, again. And 5 years later dies. Hungarian Chronicles in 45. That's why they're codifying with the dates of the chronicle if they existed or not, but who write this, but they don't say this, that they may say it's legend, it's fable, but it says that it says even here begins the story. Here the dedications to epistle of Saint Gregory, Bishop of Tours, the holiness of Sulpicius Beatrix, Archbishop, in the life of Holy 7 sleepers. Yes, sleepers, and I forget to say Almoshe. It's fucking sleepy in Hungary. The 7 sleepers connection to huns Hungarians have sleepy fucking the first leader. Against with 7 chieftains, huns with 7. You had the first Christian king with 7. Avars goes to chronology goes 7 avars sons of Bayan die exactly. When they die, put Gregory also, you know. So this is crazy, man. That's how everything is coded. We cannot know this, what is the real story. All these bishops, Christian stories, and all this general history is BS. What says here? Look what they say. So Saint Martin, about he talks about in his, which I say, he became bishop exactly. Let's say, why the fucking what came? He came out like 301. So between Gregory's dead and the sleepy name and Gregory Wrath was 7 sleepers. First Hungarian leader of 7 chieftains, called it Sleepy. Is this the difference? If I go down there, goes to Vene, Saint Martin, because Saint Martin talks always about Saint Martin. If you scroll in, you see in other places also, I don't know. It's important, this Saint Martin. Even has a separate chronicle about Saint Martin, miracles, I don't know what, you know. Clodovec was Clovis. Bob here I did that song where that Clovis went died after. Even Clovis first unified of Frankish tribes. Gregory of Tours Chronicle, he said he connects to says 112 years after Saint Martin he died. So even there mentions Saint Martin, so it's important also. I cannot find him now directly, so I should scroll and look on the years and fucking. But this is about 7 sleepers, rated by, like you saw here, father even of French history. They asking it to die in it. If you, because you know, you think about also Rome's foundation is 753 BC. Like I showed you some 2 years ago on my page and book, how they put the different events and even they make a chart like first Roman in fact was exactly when this guy is born, you know. They put but in BC, you know. So, but it was I said the Roman connection to huns and hungars, Scythians. The same stories, man. Put that here and there, invented nomads, Roman Empire, all the same fucking things. No, there no nomads and no Roman Empire. There was something, you know. They say it's legend. Alright, Gregory Tours is legend also, not existed, and that's it. One of the most important probably, you know. Hello, here ain't there, they are so in the books, not here. Merovingian. Yeah, primary source, except when it comes about already separates, is not the history of the Franks is before this edition. He also writes that the 7 sleepers were huns. Uno looked. Regnum dicembre flora reges strenuissimo. Strenuissimo means like most potent or hardest, I don't know. Truth here is truth which is written in Regis Taxonum. Here. Truth Saxon, so. So even the fucking 7 sleepers are sons of these 2, but whose father is a Hune. You know? And we huns here, 7 leaders, 7 huns also, 7 hungars, 7 named first Christian king. And the date goes to when 7 sons die of other Hune people, other the same fucking things. Avars are 8 huns also, between huns and hungars. Fucking hell. And even says the wiki that Martin became bishop around when huns came. Let's see other There's other date for huns also, I know this. Here to Dacia, Romance retreat from Dacia. Alright, no, I'll not put that correctly, wait a minute. They also were closed. Right, maybe Nibiru one. He's a big saint, this guy. Of course he cannot be Hungarian, you imagine, look how many. Alright, so codifying with the dead year of Gregory, all the 17th, whatever.